Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And an electric scamper there from the second-round pick in 2013 out of Michigan State.
And how about the way he's remade his body in the NFL? You remember back at Michigan State, big, thick, bruising runner. Yeah, he had some speed, he had some agility, but now he's slimmed down and he's gotten even quicker, which has led to more runs like the one we just saw there.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, Roethlisberger. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, it's Bell. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
10 yards still left on second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Taylor to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Taylor, and that will be incomplete as well.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the wideout in motion. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And he motions the wide receiver. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Brown, the lone receiver, left. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They come out here in the eye. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go again with Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Taylor. He's got Watkins on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw.
Let's go! Let's go!
Taylor now to throw on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the wide out in motion. Third and long, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And fourth down coming up.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end Barnage. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And he motions the wide receiver. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go! 1, 9! Flex round! Flex round! Check hot route! Ohio! Shift! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go!
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Fresh set of downs here. In motion, the tight end Barnage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The play clock's running down. Yeah, the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The slot man in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. Uses this stiff arm. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go! 190! Ohio!
On second down, Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
What? 90. Black round. Check. Ohio.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Steelers are going to have a 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Davis. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Knile Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
He'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On second down, here's Taylor. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Third down and 5. Now Taylor. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 46 yards.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. They find some open field here. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 89 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And they'll run it with McCoy. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The give is to Bell, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. A dump off for Davis. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, Clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Barnage has it on the right side. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. Hurry up, let's go. Tighten up. Left. Check 24, check 24. Corner. Look 3. These 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Here we go.
A give to Bell. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that That almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
In motion comes the tight end left. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Gary Barnidge, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Taylor to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the carry, it's Davis. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Bills. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. One receiver right, that's Brown. Taylor. And his throw is incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Cut in left. Cut in left. 4 down.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last shot for Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Pittsburgh, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.